Tonight on CTV News at 5.
It's your IWK, and you're making sure no matter what, we have a future here in this community, because kids are 25% of our population, but they're 100% of our future.
It's telethon time. The stage is almost set for the IWK Telethon for Children.
I've never been before. It's my very first time.
And a bit of a cold reception. Chilly weather won't keep the Apple Blossom Festival from celebrating its 93rd year in the Annapolis Valley.
And we just head out into the city for our adventure and go hide the bag.
Plus, mystery money. Find the Bag Halifax sends Maritimers on a scavenger hunt for cash.
Cloudy and chilly tonight with cooler weather through the weekend.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Penopalis. Thank you for joining us. First at 5 tonight, telethon time. One of our favorite events of the year kicks off tomorrow. The IWK Telethon for Children promises to entertain, pull at your heartstrings, and raise much needed funds. As always, we are so proud to be part of the fundraising with our partners at the IWK Foundation. CTV's Brianne Foley joins us now from the Lighthouse Arts Center in downtown Halifax, where final preps are underway. Brianne.
Yes, Maria, the 42nd IWK Telethon kicks off this weekend, of course, with the tribute show here in this beautiful room. And this year's theme is actually Dream Big, something that volunteers and workers alike know all too well.
The whole idea behind the telethon, of course, is to raise money for children. So that is first and foremost for most of us who are here.
The IWK Telethon for Children continues to drum up donations in time and money from Maritimers.
The telethon is such a big part of this community because people have been involved for over 30 years with CTV and 42 with the telethon. And people continue to show up year after year with incredible donations to help the IWK.
The IWK is built by the community. It's theirs. And every year they tune in, they log on, they listen, and they see themselves in what they've helped build.
For those who work tirelessly on the show, the children's stories give them motivation.
It is 6 months of pretty detailed work, but a year of planning. The IWK is the center of excellence for children in this region. So people may not think they need the IWK, but they're happy to support it because, of course, you're helping children.
I think everybody knows about the IWK, but when you see patient stories and you see this behind the scenes and people working, I think you get a little better feeling of what the hospital is all about. Like the patient stories, I can't even watch them, they kill me. So
Ava, who had scoliosis and had massive surgery, is now playing. She won her provincial. She wants to play in the Professional Women's Hockey League and play for Canada. These kids dream really big.
Dream Big was inspired by Renee Smith, a perfect theme for the cause.
I was involved with some of the patient stories, and these kids, they know they know exactly what's wrong. They can pronounce all those big names. They all dream big. Like every single one of those children, they'll tell you exactly what they're going to be doing when they're a certain age.
Every dollar counts and makes a difference.
A lot of the equipment we buy, it's called urgent priority for a reason. It's life-saving. Some of the pieces of equipment we buy through this program is life-saving. And so we can't do it without them.
Now, Maria, this room is quiet right now, but soon it will be filled with volunteers taking those phone calls so that all of the children at the IWK Foundation can continue to dream big. Maria?
Oh, I just love that. Thank you, Brianne. CTV's Brianne Foley for us in Halifax this evening. Speaking of dreaming big, the IWK Telethon for Children takes place this weekend on CTV, ctvatlantic.ca, and Crave. Don't miss the annual tribute show on Saturday evening featuring Neon Dreams, Renee Smith, Ian James, and so many more wonderful artists. The festivities run from 7 until 9 p.m. And then on Sunday, Steve Murphy, Todd Battis, and I will join you live from the Lighthouse Arts Center in downtown Halifax with friends and familiar faces for the telethon broadcast live from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can already donate online at iwkfoundation.org. And this weekend, you can call that number, 1-800-595-2266, to make a pledge, a number that my friend Todd Battis and I will be repeating over and over this weekend, and we won't be looking at each other through the monitors. We'll be sitting side by side, buddy.
That's right. They're going to keep us there at that desk until we get it right one of these years.
Yeah.
It's a great pleasure to do it. And you mentioned some familiar faces. There's some folks we really only see once a year, so
True.
it's really nice this weekend that we get to share some time with them. And of course, this is the region's children's hospital, so it's very much part of PEI in New Brunswick, and we will hear from people from all of these areas. So it's a really, it's a great event, and it's pretty good television on Sunday as well, right?
I might agree with that, absolutely. Well, we are looking forward to it, but we do have some business to get to first, hey?
Yeah, that's right. Coming up at 6 o'clock here, there are some potential traffic issues coming to the Port City in the coming weeks. Some oversized loads will be taking to the streets of St. John over the next 3 weeks or so, and that will cause some delays, closures, and yes, parking-related issues, all part of the Irving Pulp and Paper Mill's billion-dollar upgrade, and we will have the details for you at 6 o'clock. Support for a proposed natural gas power plant slated for the Tantramar area of New Brunswick remains divided, with the province's energy regulator approving NB Power's application for a 500-megawatt power plant. The project, which would include 10 natural gas turbines, still has hurdles to overcome. We'll tell you about that at 6 and why some people are steadfast against it. Yes, that is snow. Yes, it is May. Cold, wet weather has not made for a very pleasant month across our region. Keep in mind, summer is just over 3 weeks away on the calendar. Is that keeping tourists away? Is it slowing business at tourism spots? We will talk to folks who are thinking about it coming up tonight at 6. So let's bring in Kayla Mitchell, who's going to make it all go away.
It's a good time for us to be running a Bermuda contest here on CTV News at 5, Todd. That's all I'm going to be saying about the weather conditions right now. Yes, snow coming down in parts of Cape Breton for today. Not unheard of for May 29th, but a pretty rare event to happen late in this month. And in fact, it came pretty close to the record amount of snow in the Sydney area for May 29th. That is 7 centimeters. And at the airport today, the airport reported 6 centimeters of snow, but the accumulation very varied across Cape Breton because the ground isn't frozen anymore. So in a lot of cases, it depended on what type of surface that snow was falling on. There was also some melting as the temperature was right around 1 degree in the Sydney area for much of the day. Now up closer to 4 degrees. But that's still very chilly for this time of the year. We also have some cooler temperatures in place across northern, eastern areas of Nova Scotia, single digits, Prince Edward Island, eastern areas of New Brunswick. If we're going to find any double-digit temperatures, they're mostly into western parts of the Maritimes, the west of New Brunswick, the southwest of Nova Scotia, where some are between 12 and 15 degrees. Taking a look at the winds, they're out of the north and northeast. They're being sustained in a lot of cases between 10 and 30 kilometers per hour. They're gustier in a few locations, including around parts of the coastline of the east of Nova Scotia. Canso right now, the weather station at Canso, reporting a gust close to 56 kilometers per hour. Over on radar and satellite, a lot of cloud cover around. There's still some areas of some rain and some showers present. Sydney has now turned back over to rain. Happened about a couple of hours ago. But I'll have an update on that and the weekend weather when I'm back a little bit later on. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. You mentioned it earlier. Still ahead, find out how to win a trip for two to beautiful Bermuda. We'll have the details for you in just a bit. But when we come back, we're headed to the Valley for this story.
I'm Jonathan McInnes in Kentville, Nova Scotia. It is Apple Blossom Festival weekend. And coming up later on CTV News at 5, we'll give you a sneak peek of what's happening at this year's festival.
CTV and Bermuda Air want to send you on a Bermuda escape. One lucky viewer will win a trip for two to Bermuda, including round-trip airfare from Halifax Stanfield to St. George's, plus 3 nights in a deluxe water view room at Cambridge Beaches, Bermuda. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca or click on the QR code on your screen right now. We'll announce the winner next Friday, June 5th. Good luck, everyone. So it's festival season in the Annapolis Valley. Thousands descend on the region every year to reconnect with family and friends and, of course, to see the blossoms, which, as CTV's Jonathan McInnes shows us, didn't really cooperate this year.
The 93rd Apple Blossom Festival is well underway.
I think it's important as an apple farmer that we keep it in the people's minds that we are a strong apple growing region. It's our time of beauty to shine.
The beauty of the blossoms don't always line up with the festival, which runs the last weekend in May.
They were earlier than the Apple Blossom Festival, but probably getting closer to a new normal now. They were full bloom last weekend.
That came as a surprise to Jane Wilson.
It's so cold, I thought they would be blooming later, but you know, nature is nature. You can't hit it right on.
Wilson and a friend made the trip from New Brunswick for the event.
Never been before. It's my very first time. I've heard about it, and I paint, so I wanted to paint some apple blossoms, and I thought I'm going to come to the Annapolis Valley and see it.
These are Cortlands.
Not all blossoms are past. Some varieties are later than others. That means festival organizers can only hope they get their timing right.
They've missed it at times that the blossoms have been after the last weekend in May. And so it's very difficult to guess because Mother Nature doesn't give them nor us any indication of what it's going to do.
The value is in seeing the orchards and the vineyards and the lush landscape.
For others, it's the dozens of events that are the main draw.
And two of the Apple Blossom Festival's main events are happening this weekend. The fireworks are scheduled to go at 10 o'clock tonight, and the street parade is set to go for 1 o'clock tomorrow. Jonathan McGinnis, CTV News, Kentville, Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Jonathan. Sure to be a great time. Just have an extra layer, maybe.
How do you like
tonight.
those apples?
Yeah.
I like them a lot, actually. I look forward to getting my apples every year.
Me too.
Valley and other parts of the province.
Oh, Karen, look at this shot here.
This I'm not such a big fan of. It is snow on the ground. This is Sydney earlier today. Now that did flip back over to rain. At least reported at the airport is switching back over to rain this afternoon. I'll have more in the forecast after the break.
We are supporting that amazing facility.
Absolutely.
Well, we already know it's a big weekend around here, and our friends at iHeart radio stations in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia kicked it all off this morning with their IWK Radiothon. Listeners heard inspiring stories throughout the day from IWK patients and their families, and donations were taken over the phone and online. You'll also see iHeart Radio Canada personalities live on CTV throughout the telethon weekend. Nice to see everybody on board. All right, so a popular maritime business turns 160 this year, which is quite remarkable considering that it makes that business even older than Canada. CTV's Paul DeWitt visits our friends at Halifax Seed, where they're gearing for a big weekend.
So Halifax Seed was founded in 1866 right here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We are Canada's oldest continually operating family-run seed business. So that's quite the claim to fame. You know, we've certainly very much enjoyed helping all Atlantic Canadians and really Canadians grow gardens for 160 years. We actually do not know who founded Halifax Seed in 1866. We do know that we were founded in 1866, and we do know a year later we became RBC's first commercial client ever, as Royal Bank of Canada was founded here in Halifax as well. The history really doesn't pick up until 1925 when my great-grandfather purchased it. It's a large legacy with really big shoes to fill, but you know, it has been in the family for 100 years. You know, we're now 100% female owned. If, you know, that's pretty cool to say. We've certainly been doing Live at 5 and CTV News at 5 for many years. Myself, I think I've been doing it for about 16 years. Previous to that, many viewers may remember my dad, Tim Trigano, and we've also had some other employees step up in front of the camera as well. We are so appreciative of the support of the CTV viewers, but also Halifax Seed customers. So both our retail as well as our wholesale customers, as well as our suppliers, our staff, really all of our partners. You know, we can't do what we do without the amazing partnerships that we have, and they're truly partnerships and relationships that help everyone grow. So come on down this weekend. There's a lot of things going on. So Halifax Seed is also very proud to be a sponsor of the IWK Radiothon and Telethon. So that's going on this weekend, as well as our 160th celebration in our retail locations.
Awesome. Always nice to see Emily. Congratulations, you guys. 160 years. What a legacy. Outstanding. And again, celebrations at the Halifax store and the St. John store as well if you want to stop by this weekend.
Yeah, the history is amazing there. Yeah, well, I'm sure the plants around the region are appreciating the precipitation, though most people wouldn't mind if the temperatures came up a few degrees. We're looking out here at a cloudy sky in St. John for today as we take a look at our sunrise and sunset times. The bulk of the rain, showers, and yes, as we talked about earlier, snow was mostly for eastern parts of the region. The sun did peek through a little bit for a few areas of the west, New Brunswick, and a few spots in the southwest Nova Scotia, allowed some temperatures there to actually get up into the double digits. But overall, we remain in a very cool weather pattern, unsettled, number of low pressure systems moving past us. This is the current one that's wrapping in some of that rain and snow off the Atlantic and back into eastern parts of the Maritimes. There's another low that's going to be dipping down through the northeastern United States. This one bypasses us for the most part this weekend, but it is enough to keep cloudier conditions around. Temperatures will still be cooler than is typical for the end of May, and there's a lower chance of some showers. Taking a look at things on radar right now, we do have some areas of rain and showers still in place across Cape Breton, likely still some snow falling, at least the Cape Breton Highlands. Also some lighter rain and showers drifting across parts of Prince Edward Island, eastern areas of Nova Scotia, occasional showers in around the Halifax area, isolated showers around eastern areas of New Brunswick, and a few spotty showers in the west of New Brunswick. So unsettled conditions. Taking a look at our timeline for cloud cover and precipitation as we make our way through tonight. A lot of cloud cover around the Maritime region, fog patches, and it's going to be chilly. There'll still be some lingering showers around Cape Breton, even up to around midnight. Those basically coming down to a chance of a shower or some patchy drizzle for Saturday. And there will be a low chance of a shower tomorrow around parts of Prince Edward Island, the north and east of Nova Scotia. Mostly cloudy conditions for the remainder of the Maritimes. Low chance of a shower in the southwest of New Brunswick, developing Saturday afternoon. Winds for both tonight and tomorrow remain out of a north and northeast direction. And tonight, they'll be sustained 10 to 20 kilometers per hour with gusts between 20 and 40. And for Saturday, we'll have some wind gusts between 20 and 40 kilometers per hour as well. Taking a look at some frost advisories. Yes, frost advisories in effect for the northwest New Brunswick, and that's because of what is happening with temperatures for tonight. And taking a look at those temperatures, we can see that some parts of the northwest New Brunswick are expected to have some lows that fall into a range around 0 to 4 degrees. The cloud cover a little bit more broken up there, and because of that combination, you do have that risk of some patchy frost. Other parts for the Maritimes tonight can expect low temperatures, mostly around the low to mid single digits. Here's a look at the forecast for Saturday, and high temperatures for the province of New Brunswick, mostly between 9 and 13 degrees, though a few communities up around the north may do a little bit better than that, close to 16 for Campbellton and Edmundston. Still chilly in Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island with highs near 7. Same thing goes for eastern areas of Nova Scotia. Some highs in the southwest of that province between 9 and 12 degrees. Here's a look at the forecast for Sunday. It's going to be another mostly cloudy day across the region. There will be a chance of some showers developing in the east of Nova Scotia late in the day, and high temperatures, mostly high single digits, low teens, so a little bit milder in the west of New Brunswick there, around the mid to high teens. Let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is coming in from 5-year-old Alexis Daphne from Tangier, Nova Scotia. Alexis has sent us a nice nature scene and showers helping keep the forest nice and green, bright sun overhead. Thank you, Alexis. And let's go over to Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. Time for a break. When we come back, finders keepers.
People can have the joy of getting around to enjoying the city and something exciting to really bring them out to do it.
Find the Bag Halifax has been hiding cash around the city. How you can get in on the payday. Next. Welcome back. Not much in life is free these days, but a mystery couple is trying to change that. As CTV's Mike Lamb shows us, they're giving away cold, hard cash. The only catch? You have to find the bag.
On Facebook, I had seen a few cash drop videos.
Essentially, we put cash, old bills, old coins, put it all in a bag, spend lots of time on Google Maps looking at parks, and we just head out into the city for our adventure and go hide the bag.
It all started when we were in Quebec City. We said we really enjoyed it, and we wanted to be able to enjoy our own city the same way we enjoyed Quebec. We just didn't know how to do that. And people can have the joy of getting around to enjoying the city and something exciting to really bring them out to do it.
Real cash drops.
Obviously prefer to stay anonymous.
It would make it very difficult to be able to do the drops and keep things fair for our faces and in every video. And then we want to keep everything fair for everybody and give everybody a shot to be able to get out and enjoy it and find the bag themselves. We always try to make it somewhere safe, accessible with parking. We don't want anybody, going out, rushing around, getting hurt by trying to find one of our bags where we're trying to, show some joy around the community. We definitely have been paying for the large majority of it. We've been lucky enough to get some small business sponsors, and some friends have helped out as well. Typically $25, $30. My thing is putting in the old bills. Everybody really loves to see the old $1 and $2 bills. Yes, they are in fact real.
For me, it brings such an adrenaline rush and so much joy to see the community come together. It's like such a simple idea, but people love it and enjoy it. It's the joy for me.
Oh, I'm super excited. We've tried basically the other couple times it was in Sackville, and there was one at Paper Mill Lake as well that my husband tried to find. So this was very unexpected and a great surprise for sure. Threw the kids in the car and ran.
So many messages through Facebook and Instagram saying how it's kind of got them off the butt during the winter and out and enjoying parks and nature and really got them out of their funk. So it's been great.
Congratulations.
Who doesn't love a treasure hunt? That's awesome.
I absolutely love this story. Way to go, you guys. That is just super duper. And congrats to the winner, the finder,
Yes.
the finder keeper for sure. All right, so Kaylin, we've got a big weekend coming. We're so excited. Yeah, of course, the IWK Telethon for Children is coming up. Tomorrow night, tribute show. Sunday, live broadcast. We are so excited for you guys to watch and support our region's children's hospital. And we're hoping that the weather cooperates.
Yeah, I mean, it's good TV watching weather because it's a little bit cooler outside this weekend. I'll be there taking some donations as well on the program, and I know you're going to be there, Maria. Coming up, CTV News at 6, though, we'll talk about when we're going to maybe shake free out of this cool weather, when it's going to warm up a little bit.
Looking forward to that. Have a great weekend, everyone. The national news is next.